guys, today is Monday, March 30th. It is early in the morning. I made myself a cup of coffee because today is actually going to look a little bit different. So I have honestly been putting this off for a while now, but today is going to be day one of me starting my small business. I am literally starting my small business from scratch, from the ground up. No big team, no big budget, no fancy packaging, just me figuring things out as we go. And I decided to document the whole thing. Why not? So I decided to pick up this camera and take you guys along the process with me. So today is day one. So I definitely do not have everything figured out yet. What I do have is an idea, a whole lot of faith, a little bit of motivation, and probably an unhealthy amount of curiosity to actually see if I can actually pull this off. So these series and these vlogs is definitely going to be the real behind the scenes of the wins, the mistakes, the confusion, and hopefully the growth. The business that I am going to be starting is actually a craft and handmaking business. I am going to be starting off selling custom snow globe tumblers. I am going to be offering two different kinds to my customers. So I'm thinking acrylic and glass. So like I said, I am going to be starting off with custom tumbler cups. And then later on, I do want to expand my business and add more things to my business like apparel and anything else my customers will be interested in purchasing. So today we are going to be starting with figuring out my business name, locking in ideas, and mapping out the very first step. Where do I start? I also need to look on Amazon and actually start purchasing supplies that I am going to be needing for my custom snow globe tumbler business. Also, I need to start finding vendors overseas. Where am I going to get these tumblers and glitter and apparel and things like that? So basically just doing my research on a different product that I want to bring to my business, but nothing crazy, just a great way to start a small business. Jotting down my ideas and mapping out my very first step, my business name actually came to me. I was torn between two different names. First name was Creation by Mika, and the second one was Created by Mika. Now, the Creation by Mika, I really love how that sounds. However, I feel like the creation part, a lot of people have. I want my name to feel, a lot more personalized and unique. I decided to go with Created by Mika because this is a craft handmaking business. Everything that I'm going to be making is going to be created by me. And I don't know, I love the ring to it. I kind of like been playing around on Canva with the font, and I love how they look with Created by Mika. So now that I have an idea as to what I want my business name to be, my next step is to actually go to this website. It is tmsearch.uspto.gov. And I am going to type in created by Mika to see if it has been trademarked or if it's available. From the looks of it, created by Mika is not taking. So a lot of these Mikas are trademarked, but they are under different type of goods and services, which is really good. I definitely don't see the one that I am actually going to be using it for. So that is definitely a win, and I am so excited that I can definitely use this name here. But again, the website is tmsearch.uspto.gov, and just make sure that you can trademark your business name. It definitely will save you in the long run. The very next couple of weeks since the last time I sat down and talked with you guys. I think the last thing we actually was able to sit and do, I did go on to the government website to make sure my business name was not trademarked. So I do not have a launching day. I'm thinking that I want to launch the second week of May, only because right now my daughter is about a week in before she graduates 8th grade in our homeschool, and I want to put my attention 100% all into her and her graduation. Still in the process of building my business, so I'm not 100% there, and I want to be able to finish up her 8th grade year before moving on to, giving my 100% attention to my small business. Thinking the second week of May is when I'm actually launching. So we're going to be working every single day on just small things that I need to get done leading up into my launch. So with that being said, I did go ahead and I purchased a few things from Amazon. I actually need to go back onto Amazon to purchase pretty much a few more things like my shipping product and things like that. I did make a purchase last week, so I do have some packages coming in that I'm just going to stack up. I'm definitely not going to start unboxing these packages to probably the next video. Not only am I starting a small business in my small apartment, I am starting a small business in my small bedroom, less than 400 square feet. I did go ahead and pick up a few furniture items that I felt like would help me stay organized with my small business. I still have a few more things to pick up, but I wanted to share with you guys what I picked up so far. So let me turn this camera around and show you what I got. So I did end up getting this desk here, and I decided to get it because it was very compact. It don't take up a lot of space, and if you guys can see the little monitor right there, this desk actually raised up, and because I also work from home, I thought this would be perfect for when I am sitting too long. I can rise up the desk and stand for a little bit. The computer monitor I already had. I did pick that up from Best Buy a few years ago. Well, several years ago actually. So something else new that I picked up is this 4-tier shelf. What caught my eye was actually the arch of the shelf. I thought that was very different and unique. So my plans for this is to put all of my glitter on. I did end up ordering these tier shelves. This is a 3-tier shelf for my glitter. I thought this would be very cute to organize the glitter and have it stand on the shelf. So I did get 2 of those. I do still have tons of space, so I do plan to fill this area up. I'm not sure with what yet, but I'm gonna have so much supplies, I'm pretty sure I will find some use for it. Now this is the IKEA Billy desk. I will link it down in the description box if you guys are interested. But on here, I feel like I can stack all of my acrylic and glass cups for now. But this may be an area also where I organize all of my t-shirts once I am ready to do that. I can also use the top part for packaging. So yeah, this here is definitely going to help in the long run. So I also picked me up a new chair. This is a gaming chair. What I love about it is very comfortable. Not only that, it do come with a back massager. And because I'm going to be spending most of my day at a desk, I just knew that I needed a chair that had a back massager. I do have some space here still, and I'm thinking about getting a rollable packing station here that I can pretty much use for like a heat press when I'm ready to do shirts. I also can use it as a packing station. I do also want to get one of those racks where I can hang up all of the t-shirts. Just because this space is so small, I definitely have to be a lot more creative as to what I bring in this space because I don't want it to feel crowded. So yeah, I still have this area to play around with, and definitely I need to get something to get these cords because this is going to drive me insane.
That cannot be moved. Just as an eagle, I found freedom in you, a peace which brings me through, deserving of worship in spirit and truth. The light of life shines through. Our greatest gift was you. But Father, your love never ceases, even in the midst of my darkest days. Love, it flows like a river and never ever seems to run dry. So if all the breath in my lungs, I'll raise a hallelujah. So if all the breath in my lungs, I'll raise a hallelujah.
I'm definitely not going to pretend that this is going to be easy. There's probably going to be days where I feel stuck or like quitting or like this whole thing was just a bad idea. But if it worked out even a little bit, that would be absolutely insane. And if it doesn't, well, at least I know I actually tried. So yeah, this is day one. If you want to follow the journey from literally nothing to whatever this turned into, make sure to stick around. The next episode, things get real. I'm going to be creating my logo, building my Shopify website from scratch, finding vendors overseas, getting my first inventory, and unboxing everything for the first time. So yeah, let's see where this goes.
The wonders of Christ are still fail to explain. But Father, your love never ceases, even in the midst of my darkest days.